60 years ago, a microwave was thousands of dollars and owned by very few people. Now we use them daily. What item today is prohibitively expensive but will be mainstream in 60 years from now? Find all the secret numbers hidden in the video and post it in the comment with your username to get a chance to win a $50 gift card each month. 3D printers. I bet they'll be in every house in 20 years or so. Electric cars. Even now they're becoming more mainstream. Although 10 years from now they'll probably outnumber gasoline-run cars. They're not prohibitively expensive right now. But 60 years from now high-efficiency solar panels will be trivial in cost. Those super thin TVs. Like some are literally 3 mm in width. And don't forget curved TVs. I still don't know why people pay so much for a curved TV. They're kinda already on their way to this, but tablets. When they first came out they were so ritzy and expensive, but I think in 5 to 10 years they're gonna be just another piece of junk in everyone's home. Probably anything relating to being environmentally friendly like electric cars, solar panels, etc. Solar panels, self-driving electric cars, what we would today consider supercomputers. Solid-state drives. They're easily twice the price per gig as HDDs. I'll bet in 60 years we won't even know what an HDD is anymore. Food and water. I pray a lot and hope that we will have an enlightened society in 60 years. So even though there will still be rich and poor, at least no one would charge for food and water. The same as you don't charge people to breathe air. Hopefully bidets. Sick of wiping my ass, it's like I got a Sharpie back there. Vending machines stocked with pills that enable people to regrow damaged organs. https www.youtube.com/watch v = utlgbUETT0. Large TVs. History has shown us that standard TVs are the size of what used to be big screen. No doubt this will continue. 3D printers. Everyone will order raw material and just download objects. Considering the pace of climate change and sea level rise, in 60 years there will be a lot more beachfront properties and they will be substantially cheaper to buy due to the danger it will pose. Silly op. Thinking the human race has a future beyond the next 20 years. Icon A5 amphibious plane. Currently $380 $400K depending on package. It's a jet ski plane that even comes with a "oh crap I screwed up" parachute to safely allow the plane to float to Earth without crashing. This is the flying car, boat, plane we've all read about. https www.iconaircraft.com/ https www.iconaircraft.com/ I bought one in 1976 for $300 and it worked wonderfully. Houses. People will figure out that a couple sticks and stones aren't worth a lifetime of debt. Probably video game consoles that. Essentially, everyone has one in the corner of a room and whenever you want to play, just hook up and run around. Like the Omni One prototype. https www.youtube.com/watch v = AOYHG8QDXTE. If you adjust the time frame, basically everything that doesn't end up getting banned or depend on extremely scarce resources. Robotic help. Not just vacuums, mops and lawnmowers, but far beyond that. Heck, they have robotic cats now. Virtual reality sets. At least I hope. Ready Player One, hopes here. No-code AI, butlers. Instead of letting other companies dictate how things are ranked for you based on perceived similar cohorts, set your current persona, then aspirational persona, and let your butler organize your digital life so you can achieve whatever milestone. Toilet paper. In 60 years we will all be using the 3 seashells. VR gaming sets hopefully. Give me that full dive technology. Fake meat. Right now it's, spend $6 for a couple pounds of acceptable low-grade beef or $15 for a pound of fake ground beef, and I'm going with the cheaper one every time. Probably VR headsets because I have one and it's very handy for simulating real-life experiences in. I've even been to a few arcades with VR tech integrated with a few of their rides. Lab-grown meat machines. That has always been the goal. First they'll get into fast food restaurants and we'll get fresh meat again at McDonald's. Then we'll all have one. Doorbell cameras. They've already become much cheaper in these days where a lot of people are ordering things online. And porch pirates being a concern. It's not a bad investment. We must show the world our peaceful ways. By force. VR gets cheaper by the year. Quest 2 is already comparatively better than many previous Oculus models. And it's only $200 to $300 USD. Otherwise. Solar panels and Tesla-like cars. Electric vehicles. Once the technology improves, EVs should become relatively cheap and I would expect most cars to eventually be electric in the future. Graphics cards are very expensive. In 60 years the shortages will be over. Everything the government doesn't declare a right or public service. I just wish fucking Facebook wasn't the only company making entry-level VR. No one wants to sit there with a headset on all day. Once someone figures out how to do 3D holograms with any kind of fidelity and no silly headsets or adapters, they'll make billions. The original Oculus Quest is $200 and I got mine straight from Oculus. Honey, we need a new back for the remote. I'll download it now. Shouldn't be more than an hour. I've wondered that. Or if it'll be like when you want photos printed off and you order them online, 'cause it works out cheaper than getting the fancy paper yourself. You can pick up one now for $150 and there's hundreds of useful prints that would easily make up the value in a year or two. Honest question. 3D printers are cool and all, but how useful are they to the average person? How many times a month do you use your 3D printer? Yeah, I think we have like 5 small ones in my high school and one kinda big one. I hope so. But I'm also really looking for how EVs will revolutionize trucking. Cars is certainly a good first step, but once it reaches heavy-duty pickups, semis, I think that's when we will really benefit as a society. I expect we'll get there. But it's currently nearly impossible to beat the 500-mile range and 5-minute recharge of my gas vehicle. When the public wises up to the true cost of electric cars, their sales will plunge. That might be quite a while because the lamestream press is in love with the idea. Every window will be a solar power gathering panel. Every office building will generate its own power many times over, which brings the next one. Tesla walls. For power storage. Once they become commonplace, they will be no different than water heaters and air conditioners. Will they? I was under the impression that the rare earth metals used for them are going to get a lot more expensive once easily accessible supplies of them start running thin. But I'm not too well versed on the subject. This is a good one. They are too expensive for the common person. OLED? In 60 years I believe we will be painting a TV on a wall or rolling it out like a poster. Any TV out now will be archaic.